Hello YouTube, my name is Flightsimguy and I'm in Colorado at the Aspen airport, and here I am with my Cessna Citation Mustang, and today I'm going to go to Boulder, Colorado. As you may recall, Boulder, Colorado is where that poor young child, what's her name? Yep, JonBenet Ramsey got murdered 20 years ago. They still haven't figured out who did it. True story. Her father was a pilot, had his own private jet. He had some sort of electronics company, and he had his own jet, and he'd fly everywhere. So it must be nice to have all that kind of money. Anyway, here I am at Aspen, and as you may recall, Aspen is one of those airports that has that really cool orbic scenery. So let's go ahead and hop into the cockpit, get a weather report, and get going.
Aspen Airport information, November 1710 Zulu, wind calm, visibility greater than 20 miles, sky condition clear, temperature 12, dew point 0, altimeter 3046, visual, runway 33 induced, landing and departing, runway 33, VFR aircraft say direction of flight, all aircraft feedback, hold short instructions, advise controller on initial contact, US November.
Some peaks that I need to look out for, so until I get past my first waypoint, I'm going to fly this by hand. Once I clear the mountains, I'm going to have to make a relatively steep dive. Alright, so let's take a quick look at the flight plan. We're in Colorado, right here at Aspen. The plan is to head northwest for 27 miles to this airport, and then head northeast to this point over these mountains, and then make a mad dive to this waypoint, which is actually an airport, Rocky Mountain Metropolitan, and then come to this destination, which is Boulder. Now the reason why I'm doing this is because there are high mountains here that are about 11 to 13,000 feet, and I didn't want to risk just making a mad climb to get over them. So this gives me some time to gain altitude. Also, yesterday when I did this plan, there's a University of Colorado, I think, is right around here somewhere, and there was a circle right around there, no-fly zone, because there was a football game in progress. So this website is very handy with regard to stuff like that. And right here is Denver International. So a very quick flight, only about 139 miles. So it's going to be less than an hour. All right, let's get back into the cockpit.
Shouldn't need to use all of this.
Alright, so while I'm at my way up to cruising altitude, I'll give you a quick update. Earlier before this flight, I did the last flight in my Florida tour in the Phenom 300, and I tried to do this flight first, but FSX box wouldn't load. So after I finished the Phenom flight, I went back in here, and this time FSX worked fine. I get the feeling that a lot of times when your computer is running, especially after you start it up, Windows does a lot of things in the background, downloading patches, applying patches, that sort of stuff. So word of advice, if you're going to sim and you know your simulator is very unstable, turn your computer on, let it run for about a half an hour or so, let it settle down, and then I think your flight should be good. Anyway, I've been working with the folks at Flight One, and it looks like they know that the box edition is working, but I'm still having trouble with Steam based on their last installer. So they've been trying to fix it, and they have a new DLL for me to install. So they've been very good working with me, trying to resolve this issue. And as most of you know, most of the add-on developers are pretty crappy when it comes to customer service. So the big thumbs up for Flight One. Way to go, guys. Really appreciate it.
According to Skyvector, these mountains top out at about 50,000 feet, so it should be good to go.
Right now would be a good time to tell you about the flight sim event of the decade. That's how they're describing it. It's called Flight Angels, and what it is, it's a fundraising thing where they're going to be live streaming for like 48 hours. Different simmers are going to be live streaming. It's a long, complicated story. If you want more information, go to flight-angels.com. That's flight-angels.com, and check it out. A lot of people are going to be involved. A lot of the big YouTube simmers are going to be on there. There's also going to be Harrison Ford, I think, is going to be available for an interview. Some actual Tuskegee airmen and some actual retired combat pilots. I'll be doing a live stream with Belgio. He's actually going to be flying. I'm just sitting in the jump seat, tagging along for the ride, and they're going to have it set up in such a way that everyone can go to this page or whatever and see all the links for all the streams, click on it, and actually watch people at their computer flying or some stuff. I really don't know the details. I need to look it up. But anyhow, that's going to be, I think it's next weekend, and it's going to be a 48-hour event. So when you have a moment, check it out, flight-angels.com. Alright, so if you look at this, the lighter color, that's like the floor of the valley. The darker color right there is the ridges of the mountain that I need to clear. The second I clear that ridge, I need to make a med descent to about 10,000 feet and line up for my approach.
Okay, so here's my last waypoint.
Alright, so the audio while I was flying was really crappy. If you look what I'm saying, that's my destination airport, and that airport right in front, that is my next waypoint. What I'm going to do is, given the runway alignment for my destination, I'm just going to keep flying my current heading past my last waypoint airport, and then make a left turn to base, and then another left turn to final.
I should be able to make that problem. That's that last ridge passing over it now. So let me go ahead and take my altitude down to 7,500 feet, and I can increase the descent rate and idle my throttle. Pilot left, 50, there. Percent. About a minute, get off from speed. Right there, that's what that is. Right before I was landing on the wrong Well.
Now, even with the clear weather, I had a hard time seeing my destination airport. I had to use my moving map to actually get lined up with the runway. I couldn't see it. One of the reasons for that, the runway was only about 4,000 feet, and here I am coming in with a jet. Now, I happen to know that the Cessna Mustang has a very good ability to stop on short runways. So let's see how that happens. Now, every aircraft have their own technique for letting you know something is wrong. In this case, it's beeping at me because I'm low and I don't have my landing gear down. Unlike the Embraer jets, if you're too close to the ground without the landing gear down, it actually screams at you, landing gear, landing gear, landing gear, which is probably less annoying than this, I suppose. Anyway, I had a hard time lining up with the airport, but eventually, or lining up with the runway, but eventually I was able to get a good visual. And flying this plane, again, very, very easy to fly. Easier to fly than the Phenom 300 or the Phenom 100. Not sure if it has a fly-by-wire system, but it's very, very easy to fly.
Don't sink. 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 Don't sink.
$500.
And that's it. Very, very simple flight. I'm not going to bother you with the taxi. So we'll just go ahead and pull off here and instantly cut to the shutdown procedure. These ultralight jets I'm coming to learn are very, very easy to fly. So once I'm done with the Colorado series, I think I'll be done with the very light jets.
That's it. Let's go ahead and power this thing down. Let's do this. There's a fuel cutoff. Should always use that, I suppose. Not sure the cutoff should it's on the here somewhere. Let's do it this way. Alright, so lights. Generators. Avionics. See, this is supposed to go off when I kill the set. And last but not least, master battery. And that's it. Quick, easy flight in 2 small jets. Hope you enjoyed. Flightsimguy here. Thank you very much for watching. I will see you next time.